Hey everyone, welcome back to my swamp. It is all ogre now. You're welcome. So today is Saturday. I have found something to be excited to paint about. We're getting out of the slumps. We're going up. It's not ogre now. It is just beginning. The beginning of the end. Just kidding. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna stop being weird. So I've discovered a new type of gardening, which is just, I mean, I knew about it, but like a biotope or like an aquascape. So nope, nope, nope. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. Stop it. My cats, the second I get up, they're like, oh, my desk. You're sitting at my desk. No, my desk. Okay, so like a biotope or like an aquascape is like a water garden. That's sick. That is sick. Okay, oh, this is not a very big picture. Oh. Okay, so for example, that it's like, I mean, you can put fish and stuff in there, obviously. Like, it's like a cool fish tank, but I got some other good ones. So, like, just full of inspiration. Look how cute. And I don't know, someone commented on my last video, and I'm gonna shout out to them. Oh gosh, I need, what's your name? What is their name? So it like made my day.
Self and not setting
Who was it? Tiny Bird. Thanks, Tiny Bird. You made my day. Seriously, and like my whole week, century. Like, thank you. So this person had mentioned how they're like, I don't really see like so like what I paint. You don't really, and I'm not trying to like toot my own bell and be like, yeah, I paint something other people don't. No, like other people do paint what I paint, but like you don't see it very much on YouTube. Like you'll see it on Pinterest and stuff. But so like they're like, you paint stuff that like other people on YouTube don't paint, and like I really appreciate that. Like I do. Thank you for your kindness. It just seriously, like I hadn't, like my boyfriend commented, of course, on my like some of my other videos, but like to have someone I don't know comment, I was like, Mom, look. I showed my mom. Anyways, yeah, so where was I going with that? So aquascapes. Have y'all ever seen someone do a paint with me aquascape edition or biotope? No, that's me. That is me. You're at Lucy Swamp. Okay, we're gonna start painting now. Yeah. Bye. Hey, weirdos. Glad you made it to the voiceover portion. I'm gonna say this firstly. Sorry if the audio quality's bad. I feel like I say that each time, but right now in San Diego and La Jolla, we have a wind advisory, and it's gnarly right now. Like, oh, it's kind of sketchy going outside, because all the stuff flying and stuff falling, you know. So anyways, hit the bell if you want to be notified. Whoa, wait a sec. Like and subscribe, then hit the bell if you want to be notified for any new uploads. Yeah. So in today's video, I thought I'd talk about art style and like what is an art style, how do you develop an art style, and if I have time, if I didn't talk too much, I'll talk about my journey as a artist and like my art style. So we'll just jump into it. Also, this is all my opinion. I've been drawing and creating art, like crafting, since I was in like kindergarten or even preschool. So these are just my thoughts as a self-taught artist of like 21 years since I started, you know, when I was like 4, scribbling messes. But yeah, so what is art style? So I believe overall it's the combined characteristics of your art. So for example, Van Gogh, when you see his works all together, you can see his style. So impressionistic, dark, neutral, earthy tones and colors, portraits, landscapes, scenes of towns. I'm sorry, my art vocabulary is quite limited. So like you see like night scenes of like a cute little town and stuff like that. So and so he's got a very distinct style. So we all know when you see his paintings, you're, oh, that's Van Gogh. But like in a little more detail, I believe style includes like colors, mediums, references, or like what you choose to draw or paint, supplies, like brushes, colored pencils, possibly brands, like your favorite brands. So I'll use myself for the example. With colors, you'll see me using a lot of greens and pinks. Mediums, my mediums of choice would be watercolor, gouache, and colored pencils. And then the references, like what I typically paint, would be plants, vegetables, flowers, landscapes, and nature. So if you were to look at my art, you'd see a theme and would hopefully be able to point me out as the artist who created that work. Hopefully, you know. But so style can also include like the process behind the art making. So like finding what inspires you. So like for me, I'll go on walks to look at like people's gardens and like home landscapes, and like I love that. Like that's what I'm walking for, is to look at people's gardens. And so I'll take pictures to then paint them later. So that's like kind of a part of my personal art making process that would coincide with my art style. And obviously, again, this is just my opinion. There are many styles that can be categorized visually like abstract, modernism, impressionism, realism, etc. You know? There's so much that goes into an art style. And if you were to look it up, yeah, there's probably like a great definition, but this was just mine. So yeah. What you doing, lobbies? Are you happy?
Where do I put this stuff?
In the water. Look how pretty. Ooh, pretty. Sorry, I'm not food. Tickle. Yes, I'm still a kid. This is mine.
Disgustingly beautiful.
Disgustingly beautiful. Your turn.
Oh no! I think I can just touch like this.
What is with this
Had
back?
enough of that. It's just nothing. It's just like.
Bye, buddy.
A giant sea slug.
My boyfriend just found a giant sea slug. Oh, sorry, bud. Oh my god!
Where's your shell, buddy?
Oh my
Jesus.
god! Look at that fatty!
You couldn't find his shell. Look how big he is. It's fucked up. I don't know if that's is how they do
it. I don't think they're poisonous. I just didn't want you to touch it just in case. Hey, come here! Come here! Alright. Let's talk about how to find your art style. Matthew McConaughey will not be joining us anymore. I'm just kidding. So how do you find your art style? And to that I'd say, I don't know, don't ask me. I'm just kidding. I think when it comes down to it, it's you making a lot of art, like making a lot of art and experimenting. And I'm not saying like good art, like it can be bad art too, like just making art, just making it, okay? Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. And then also experimenting. So experimenting is a huge part, because you can't find out what you like if you don't practice or experiment, right? Right. Okay. And then I know it gets really tiring hearing this, and I've heard it too. I'm like, fine, I'll just do it. But it takes time, and eventually you'll see your style start to kind of peek through. And I know there's so many YouTubers out there saying it's easy to find your style, or 3 easy steps to find your style quickly. And to me, that's not true. I'm sorry, but that's kind of some BS to me. Like it's also some clickbait stuff, like 3 easy steps. No, it's not easy. And if it is, then I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be. But that's my opinion. And as like for artists, you need to put in the work and create an experiment. Like no one can just give you or tell you what style you got to do or that you'll have. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to put in the work to figure that out yourself. And so for example, me, Mittens, I can't even tell you how many flowers or plants I've drawn in my life. And obviously that's not a bad thing. I like doing that, so it's good. But because I have drawn and painted so many, there are certain things I've found that I like to do when I'm painting plants or flowers or whatever, whatever. And if I were to do those certain things, like every flower or plant painting, people looking at my art would then know that's a part of my style. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like when you see key elements in a painting, over and over, you can kind of start to see like, oh, that's that person's, as part of what they like doing. And that's why we see it, because they put it in. And then, so experimenting also is a rather large part of developing your own style. And I personally have a hard time experimenting, because I'll be like, ooh, what if I did this? But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It'll mess up the painting. And then I'm kind of sitting there, happy with the painting, but also kind of wondering like, oh, what if I had done this? And if I had done it, what would it have looked? You know what I'm saying? It would be different. So it's really good to experiment. And I am personally trying to work on that too. But so like, what if you did the experimental thing and turned out loving it, and then incorporating that element into your drawing and painting? That's what's important, because if you didn't experiment, you wouldn't find the things you like, So like, for example, me, I was outlining a lot of my work in black, and then I was like, let's try sepia. I really like it, so I do sepia now. So overall, it takes many hours of drawing and experimenting. Okay? Good. Hi, swamp goers. Welcome back to my swamp. So today's Monday. Good. Oh, goody. So I'm gonna paint. Well, I'll show you what I was painting the other day, which is gonna be a part of the video actually. So I cannot. Okay, so this is giving me Studio Ghibli vibes. I don't know if that's just me being like, I love Studio Ghibli and wanting my art to look like a nice aesthetic Ghibli background. But that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting from this. But it's an aquascape, like an aquatope. So it's like just a really cool fish tank, pretty much.
or like water garden, whatever. But so I really like where I was going with it. Like I appreciate what I've done here, but I kind of want to work on creating larger shapes. So like all of this is kind of blended into each other. And I want it to be like larger shapes like this. And I don't know, am I explaining it right? I don't know. But we're just gonna jump in. We're gonna paint.
Okay, so something just happened to me. Now I'm scared to film. So I've switched my settings now. But you know when you hold down if you have an iPhone and you hold down the power button and the volume and it calls 911? Yeah, I just called 911 on accident, and they called back and she was like, "You called 911, is there an emergency?" And I go, "No, it was an accident." And she goes, "Okay, well, I'm glad you're safe. I'm gonna cancel." So they had already sent out a police officer or a unit to come to my house, and so now I'm scared to put my phone into the thing to film. This is what it looks like. So this was like pushing the side down. I just went into settings and changed it. So now I have to press it 5 times on the side, but I'm still scared. Okay, so I didn't talk a lot, so now I can talk about, wait, no, I did talk a lot. I just have time now to talk about my art journey. Wow, it took me an hour to script this out, write all my thoughts, and look, I'm still just like not there. Okay, anyways, so my art journey. So I've been drawing and painting ever since I could remember. Like, I specifically remember being at preschool, and taking like a handful of crayons and like in my one little paw and like just making this like scribble squiggle mess every day and being like super stoked to show my mom at pickup time, being like, "Look what I made today." And she's like, "Yeah, great," and then secretly throws it away. No, I'm just kidding, I don't know. But yeah, so I've been creating bad art since 01. To add, I was born in 97, I'm 25 now. And I was in kindergarten when I was 4. My mom put me in early, and her thinking of that was, oh, once she gets to high school, she'll be 17, and she won't be able to legally drop out if she wanted to, or sign herself out. That's literally her thinking, okay? So I will tell you, this is 100% fact, I was the youngest person in my grade. And that's not bad, but whatever. Anyways, so since I was in school, you know, my art included like art projects, doodling my notes, art class, whatever. Like, that's elementary, middle school situation. And I'd say that had a huge part on my style today. First of all, painting and drawing so much as a little kid, it taught me that like hand-eye control and like how to use a pencil and how to use your brush. And to me, I'm like, that's just like, that comes naturally to me, especially because I had been doing it for so long. So when I see people who are like, "How do I do this?" I'm like, what? How do you not know? Like, I'm sorry. But then it's like, okay, you need to think about that. Like, Lucy, like they probably just started painting, whatever, you know. Like, I remember being in my college class doing art, and I was like, "This is BS, lady. I know how to draw a circle, okay? I know how to make my lines and width thicker and blah blah blah." And so, you know, you can hear my dog in the background. I'm gonna cut this off for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully he won't bark anymore. Next to my door. It's like he knows I'm in here. He's like, "Hey, listen to me. Something's happening." And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's just a neighbor in the back going into their house. Okay, doggo? Okay. So, back to what I was saying. So, like, when I was younger, too, I was experimenting a lot. Because at the time, I was just making art in my notebook, like, when my teacher's talking, like, just, you know, for fun. Like, I was doing it, and, like, I was playing around with, like, I remember like discovering this like new way to like add text, and what I was doing was like writing in like Times New Roman, like that font, and like making the letters all jumbled up so they weren't like on a, like they weren't going in like a linear way, like they were just like jumbled, and I was like, oh my god, that is so cool, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So like that has helped me, you know, grow into the artist I am today. Like, you know, everything you do art wise is gonna help you find your step, and like that's my journey. So like middle school and elementary school, like that's what I was doing, was like doodling in my books, like doing art projects for class, whatever, you know. And so as I got to high school, I was still like doodling in my notebooks and whatever, but art was kind of put more on the back burner because I had my classes and I was doing jujitsu and surfing and water polo and swim team. So art wasn't really the priority at the time. Like obviously I still saw myself as an artist, and that's what I love to do, and that is still continues to this day. But at that time I just had sports and stuff and my friends and whatever, and so I just wasn't like sitting down by myself in my house like I am today, just like painting. Like, I don't know, younger me was like, I just want to be with my friends. Me today, I'm like, leave me alone, don't talk to me, like I like my own company. I can sit inside and paint all day, and that'd be fine. Like, and I'm good with that. And other people are like, I don't know how you do that. I don't know either. I just like doing that. Okay. But so like after high school and going into like college, that like art itch was coming back, and like I don't know, and like I'd like to say it was always there, because if I don't do some sort of creative something, I feel like my day is off. But so like this is the first art class I took in college, so not the one I was just mentioning that I dropped out of because I was like, I already know how to draw a circle, I'm so sick of this. This art class I actually really enjoyed, because he was like kind of teaching us to draw like what we see, you know. And for a while I was like, I know how to do that, but he like, I don't know, it's just like the lessons we did in class and like working with other people was really, really awesome. And also I feel like this is also an important part, that was before COVID, so I was literally in class. My most recent art class was during, you know, like the end part of COVID, so like I had online lessons. And I don't know, personally, like if I'm gonna take an art class, like, and I'm gonna pay for it, I'd rather be in person. That's just how I am. But so like at the beginning of my college career, I'm no longer in college, and I don't know if I'll be going back, to be honest. Sorry Dad, sorry anyone who is like, you need to go to college. I don't think I need to at this point. It's seeming like, anyways, that's a whole nother topic. I'm not gonna go off on that. But so like I was like drawing realistically, so like my freaking white colored pencil was just like shaved to like nothing. Like I was blending it so, you know, profusely. So like that was my art style for a bit, was like realistic. And then whatever, a few years pass, COVID happens, and I was painting a lot of acrylic on canvas. And my inspiration at the time was Erin Hansen, and she's still an inspiration. She's so amazing. I fangirled so hard. I got to see her actually at her art exhibit at the La Jolla Art and Wine Festival. If y'all ever want to go, you should go. It's a really cool festival full of art, music, whatever. And I got to meet her, and so she I forget what she called herself, but she's like impressionistic too. But yeah, so she was like my inspiration at the time. So then I started going from realism to more impressionistic kind of pieces. Like if I were to like show you a tour of my house and like my paintings up, you'd see a lot of them were that impressionistic like phase I was going through. And then also during COVID, you know, obviously I had more time to scour Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, and find all of these other inspiring, like amazing artists. So that, you know, that opened more of like style in my mind, because I was seeing so many other people's work and their, you know, their version of a plant, or what, you know, whatever, their version of a portrait, what have you. And so that's when I kind of transitioned from canvas painting to more inside my sketchbook and like my notebooks and stuff. And it was like a weird change of mindset too, because for a while it was like, a true artist is one who can hang their work on a wall and give it to a gallery. And it's like, what kind of weird ass backwards thinking is that? You know, it's like art comes in so many different forms, and it's kind of like that weird societal, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, for example, so society is always like, you need to go to college, you need to get a degree, then you're gonna get a really cool job, and then you're gonna get married, and you're gonna buy a house, and you're gonna have kids, and then you die. You know, I'm like, I don't want my life to be like that. That sounds like it's like everyone else's life. I'm good. Like, you know, like I'm not. And so, wow, I just really got off what I was gonna say. Oh, but yeah, so like now, you know, that mindset of like, it has to be on the wall, that's out the window now. You know, I'm like, art, you know, I can sell stickers as my art, I can sell prints, I can sell whatever, you know, digital prints, whatever, you know, it doesn't have to be on a canvas in my head anymore. So now I'm pretty much only painting in my notebook. Like, I will say I started a mushroom painting, like a giant mushroom, because that's what I love, mushrooms. So I was gonna paint a giant one, and then I stopped. So the background's there and the mushroom itself, but it's not painted, and it probably will stay like that for like a year. I don't know. Also, my cats, they made a hole in the canvas, so there's that. So yeah, but anyway, so now at 25 years old, my idea of art making is vastly different even from like the me a year ago. And I feel like my art journey, I don't know, I feel like it might just need a whole voiceover at this point. I feel like I have more to say besides that. But I'm checking my time right now. I'm at 27:30, and I got 32:44 for the length of my video. Anyways, so yeah, so I'd say like my art style now is not realistic, obviously, but maybe more loose. And I wouldn't want to say abstract, because obviously you can tell what you're looking at right now. Like, for example, this bonsai looking tree, maybe the top. Oh, there's Shrek. Why did that happen? Why did I do that? I don't know why. I'll have to change that, or maybe I'll just keep it. Anyways, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to end this voiceover because I'm starting to get a little off track. So, I want to say thank you to everyone, and also big thanks to Tiny Bird and Kendall Kessler. Kiesler? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I pronounced it I apologize. I think it's Kendall Kessler and then Tiny Bird. So, your kind words have literally lifted and inspired me greatly. I don't know, I just needed that little bit of kindness to like just boost me, because for a bit and I told myself that this might happen, but you just got to keep pushing. And I was like, you know what, I'm starting to get a little tired of this YouTube making. I'm really not, but I was like, you know, I'm not seeing the progress I wanted. And again, I knew that starting that it's gonna take me about a year and a half to even see any bit of like growth. And so the fact that I got 2 long comments within like the first month of me starting my channel is just, I love it. So thank you, both of you. I really appreciate you. And my grandma, and my boyfriend, and my sister, and my mom and dad. I love you all. But so go follow Kendall Kessler and Tiny Bird and show support to their channels. And then don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified for any future uploads. And yeah, have a great day, evening, afternoon, night, morning. Yeah. Mittens out. Okay, this is me not thinking properly. Again, my thinking was, okay, after this portion, my video was gonna end, but I forgot. I put in a little cool walkie bits with my mom. So yeah, so enjoy walking with me and my mom in La Jolla. Some chickens. I got to feed some chiggles at my neighbor, well, my parents' neighbor's house. I guess she used to be my neighbor. I still think she's my neighbor. I don't know. I even though I don't live with my parents, my home is still with them. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So her name's Joanna, but she owns the chickens. So yeah, enjoy the little vloggy bits, okay? Just chill, relax, look at the nice chiggles, and have a good rest of your day. Okay, bye. Hi, babies. These are the chiggles. These are the babies. Hi, baby. What you doing? Hi. Oh, there's the fancy. Wait, which one was ours?
The ugliest one.
The ugliest?
That would be.
They're all
They're all
pretty.
fancy. Oh, that one right there.
That was our chicken.
Look at it.
This one was our
The
chicken.
ugly one right there. See?
He's
Open
not
my,
that ugly.
It's pretty.
Hi.
Yeah, it's not these. Hi, baby. Do you remember us?
You guys are fancy.
Live in my bathtub. I remember you.
Yeah, my brother decided to get chickens, and so we gave them to Joanne, who lives in this
Those fancy
really
ones.
pretty house. Oh, I'm zoomed in, and I can't unzoom. Oh, there we go. You lived in the bathtub when you were a baby. Look at that little cloaca. I'm just kidding. Okay, I have feet in my hand. I'm scared. No, I'm not. Oh, these babies. Here, let me give you some of your friend.
Hey, let me get in on it.
Are you happy?
You put it in your video.
Are you happy? Here, your friend needs some. Your friend. Look, he needs some.
Fuck my friend.
Ow, friend.
My friend on me shit.
Here you go.
my friend's
Oh,
not
I
this
accidentally got it on your
barbarian.
feathers. I'm sorry. This is one of my favorite spots in my parents' neighborhood. Is this little place. Reminds me of the zoo, the San Diego Zoo. What do we call it?